cannot tell you how important this is right here. This is important. This is important. This is all going to be on the
test.
Big old T-E-S-T.
Tease them out.
Okay, I'll take a minute, let you go get your pictures. If you are following along, I know your computer's dying, but you could be print screening this stuff and saving everything to a first save file and then making your cheat sheets. But that's okay. I'm helping you out
You know
here.
how I create my cheat sheets? I blink and I print the page in my head.
Well, I go through this first, and then I go back and then I issue the books, because this allows me to cover the stuff that I really want to talk about. Then we get into what the book really wants to talk about, okay? They're all equally important, because I'm telling you what's on the test, and this is something that you need. I'm not cheating. I'm not saying like, oh, this is the answer, but it's my job to inform you where you need to be at for on the test. I want to dance in the light. I want to rock that body.
Tonight.
She was listening to Black Eyed Peas, and I'm thinking that. Rock that body, come on, rock that body. Let me see your body rock, shaking it from the bottom to the top. Time. Okay, guys.
This is
time.
on YouTube.
Something. Are you filming me? Oh Lord. So, bacteria needs time to grow. Also, the more time bacteria spends in the temperature danger zone, it's a greater chance that you're going to see higher levels of bacteria be promoted. And actually, the longer that food's exposed, the more greater risk that you pose. Hey, like now that there's surveillance everywhere, if let's say that they go back and they see that you're not paying attention to that being taken care of, you could be proven negligent. Okay? Everybody, I'm not going too fast, am I? Cool, guys.
What happened with
What's that, sweetie?
What happened with our hard time studying?
Well, it's okay. We have tutors and stuff for that. Okay, guys. I've talked about the anaerobic and the aerobic bacteria. You're gonna find out that even in some of these cans, we'll find out that botulism may start to grow. There's no air in this can. It's actually been sealed. It's been taken out. So right here, if you start to see these cans to bulge or swell or leak or start to get, we keep these ones because they're dented and we really want to show an example. Bad news bears. Those things right there, they are contaminated. They can run the risk of posing you to have a higher risk factors.
And botulism kills at least 90% of people.
It's poisonous. It's deadly.
As
Okay,
the-
oxygen.
Before we eliminated, once we got the knowledge of what it was and how it was created and stuff, cases of botulism poisoning went down significantly.
Mm-hmm.
So now out of every case, it's like out of canned food deaths, it's like 1 in every 10 cases.
Okay.
But out of that, every 1 in 10 case, if 10 people got it, usually 70% die.
So we talked a little bit earlier about water activity, and we're going to know that bacteria loves water. It loves food with high levels of moisture in it. Water activity is the amount of water that's harbored inside of a piece of food. Like, think of beef jerky. Beef jerky does not have a lot of water activity.
It's actually dried out.
It's dried out.
Yeah.
It's been dehydrated. Think, taking out that level of moisture.
It's actually pretty fun to make.
Hey, we did it last year. You missed. We had I brought some beef jerky in, or beef in, and it was right around Christmas time. At Marshall, everybody they had a lot of fun with it.
I make deer jerky.
And I love making deer jerky. Water has a water activity of 1.0. The water scales usually register from 0.0 to 1.0. So you can kind of see the higher the water activity, the more eligible your food is to have bacteria grown on it. Control Fat Tom. Whose job is it to control Fat Tom?
Yours or ours?
Yours. You kind of answered me a little bit, but it is your responsibility. It's my responsibility. It's Ben's. It's Isaac's. It's Noah's. It's everybody's. Okay, that's our job to go ahead and really try to utilize that. Now, TCS food. One of my biggest problems in the Vote Kitchen, I would have students place TCS food in a freezer. You can't do that, all right? Unless it's instructed to do so. Unless I'm like, Lauren, go do that, okay? Time only slows down this bacteria when it's in the refrigerator. Even in the freezer, it comes to a stop. But when you thaw back out, the process starts over again. So don't be fooled by that, okay? It is your job to keep the food out of the temperature danger zone as long as possible until cooking time.
Every time I hear the word danger zone, I just want to sing the song.
It's taken me a while, but yeah, usually.
Yeah, you would be.
Yep.
It's just so hard because you literally instantly just start thinking of Top Gun and you're just like.
Now the big six that we talked about earlier, okay, you're gonna see that this is 4 of them right there, right? Adam, what are they saying that they are?
Contagious.
Highly contagious. What is somebody? I want, and if you want to pause your videos, you can. Somebody explain to me, or try to elaborate how bad or how what is contagious or how it works. Anybody know in this class? Alice, let's give Alice a run here.
It can jump from person to person
How
extremely quick
how can it jump?
by anything. Touch,
Touch is
air, it travels in different ways.
okay.
In
So
all of the ways.
what if I rub my eye? Think I can get it that way?
Yes.
What if I do you always
That'd just
see
give you
me,
pink eye.
And I'm not trying to, you can get pink eye because you need to have a fecal eye route.
Oh,
That's poop eye, okay? You always see me hand sanitizing because 9 times out of 10, I might be rubbing my nose, I don't know it, I'm subconscious about it. Hey, I've seen a couple of you guys do scratching your head and stuff like that. It's a normal thing. We are human beings. I'm never gonna be like, wow, you scratched your head, Reese. Man, that's weird. No, it's a normal
Just
thing.
like breathing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like a hypochondriac.
You don't do it,
But what I try to do is I really want you guys to know is that these highly contagious things need to be looked at. If people are in your establishment and they are doing that, please make sure that you're following these next couple requirements very closely, okay? Okay? If they get this, okay, you must exclude handlers that have Salmonella typhi, okay? It's a very simple way to combat this. Does anybody know how to fight Salmonella typhi? Anybody besides a certified student?
Wash hands.
Thank you. The most deadliest virus that's known to the planet. How do you combat it?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, okay? Coronavirus. So, also, you're going to find out that this one right here, Salmonella typhi, on the test, they're going to link it to this. There's always going to be asked, and it's going to be beverages and ready-to-eat food. This is where we're going to stop for today, but how many of you have ever went to Sheetz, Wawa, what's another famous place that has the Slurpees, 7-Eleven? Has anybody ever went and filled their Slurpee thing up or their drink up too much and we drink from it a little bit from the side of the rim? I do it. I'm a culprit. And then how many times I see somebody and I'm over there and I'm talking to them and I drink a little bit more down, all right? And then I go back to that actuator and I push my drink to go get some more. There was a physical contact in my mouth to that. And that's how they're saying that this is contaminated, because people going back, taking a drink, then they go back where their lips were touching. It actually touches that actuator that pushes back the Coca-Cola or the Sprite, getting more drink out, and then that's why there's a human to item contact surface going on there. Good.
I
What
can't.
I do is, because to eliminate that, what I do is, like, first off, when I did get my cup, usually, sometimes just out of instinct, if I feel like it, I'll brush off the rim just in case, on like my shirt, because, you know, I don't.
And see, like in that
And
one,
then
that's an ineffective, and I don't mean to
I know,
tell
I
you
mean,
this.
it's not effective, but that's just something I do. I just call it a habit. As I said, sometimes it's what I do with, like, I do it with apples, I do it sometimes with silver, it might, you know, just in case. And then what I do is, like, instead of actually, I don't, when it does go down to side, I get a napkin, obviously, and I throw it away. But when I do get pushed back the actuator, I use my thumb and get it that way. Because why? Because I trust my thumb more than I trust the rim of that cup.
My whole
Even though my thumb might hold more bacteria.
This bacteria right here is linked to people, okay? And people are the ones that are, you know, that are getting this stuff right here contaminated, okay? Ready to eat food requires no cooking. Beverages, besides coffee, you know what I mean, requires some cooking, some tea. But for 9 times out of 10, when I see you guys eating these things, a lot of times it's ready to eat food, it's contact, it's cross-contamination. That's what it is. Okay? I'm going to leave you there for today. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns? Miss Emily,
Oh, no, I don't have
you just picking on me?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
wait, no, I do have one.
thank you very, very much. Emily has a question now.
Yeah, okay. Oh, no, they won't know this. Never mind.
All right.
It's a question for them.
All right, I'm wrapping up because I gotta go to the bank and sign out some stuff here. Really quick, Rayvon.
I'm not gonna lie, on Mr. Jason, that was a lot.